Boys! Siege X is about a week and a half from its official release on June 10th. And there is still one major issue with it that is going to be a very, very big problem if the game releases how it is now. And that big problem is the Clash rework. Okay, so let me explain a bit. Firstly, you know, I launched up the test server the first few days, played Clash a bit, I'm like, wow, Clash is really good. This rework is really strong, right? I'm playing her, doing some cool things, placing the shield down, peeking off it, maybe getting aggressive with the zap, going outside a little bit, experimenting with that, playing off my team. You know, it's basically Clash how she was before, with more mobility, more movement, and a couple extra perks like placing your shield down. Plus, with the trade-off of not doing damage, you would think, wow, this is actually pretty balanced. Clash, you know, being the worst operator is now going to be kind of good, like pretty good, like A tier. Well, I'm sure Ubisoft was thinking the same thing too, doing this rework, and then people start playing her a little too experimentally to the point where you realize, oh no, this is going to be very bad. Let me show you why. Let me introduce you to Exhibit A, Atheno's Twitter post showing Clash tricking. So Clash tricking is the first issue with Clash that makes her extremely broken. You know, you think you can Ash Charge a shield, Gone 6 a shield, Grenade a shield. Well, not when you do this. So if you're coming up against a player who knows how to do this, not only is Clash going to be able to play off her shield and you're at risk trying to break it, but now all of a sudden, she could just pick it up, and even when you do use the utility to break it, it doesn't break! And she still has the shield! Over and over. You can do this against Cowley. You can do this against Ashe. You see Atheno doing it here against all these operators. Plus, you're still peeking it as a Mira window / Osa shield, whatever you want to call it, while they're slowed and while they're getting completely worked. So originally, I'm playing Clash. I'm thinking like, oh, it's actually pretty easy to counter. You can just throw a grenade at it and break it. You can just shoot an Ash Charge and break it. There's so many operator abilities that counter this operator. But then you look at this and you're like, oh, it's actually, you actually can't break the shield quite like that. You're gonna have to use like a Nomad. Or you're gonna have to use more specific operators. And now all of a sudden, Clash is even stronger because there's less ways to actually deal with her. And that is not a good thing. But guys, this is just a start. This is only one small reason why Clash is absolutely busted and why she absolutely needs to be changed before this game comes out. Exhibit B! I present to you Fet R6, this guy right here, who I am now going to cover up with my face cam so that there's not too many face cams going on, using Clash in what I think to be the most broken way possible, which is the fact you can go outside with her because of her new vault prompts, because of her new movement system, and because of the fact you can place her shield down outside while shocking people. Pure and utter broken chaos.
Op 4 has located a bomb. Your location has been
So
compromised.
we're just hopping out.
Oh,
We're just heading straight into the spawn, placing the shield down, peeking off of it, and killing them in spawn. This man is straight up charging the front. He is just charging out as a defender. Now picture this, you can bring other people outside. We did this with Azami and Clash the other day where we went into Dirt Tunnel and we just Azami'd it off. I played with the Clash. She could also place the shield down. They're all slowed. It's just absolutely nuts. It is absolutely wrong and it shouldn't be in the game. Like if this comes alive, look at this. He's just walking the spawn. If this comes to the actual release,
they're here, all right.
it is going to be awful. Plus, you have a guy spawn peeking behind you, and then you're peeking too, and then they're just, what can you do? As an attacker, what can you do when this comes at you? You can run back to spawn, but eventually he's going to walk up and get to you. And if you're like Yana in this situation, you have nothing to deal with it.
Well, a couple of them haven't exited spawn yet. Oh, there they are.
Spawn peeking from garage door at the same time, that guy's cooked. Or you just run at him.
Where are they?
Too slow.
Ping them hoes.
I was in warehouse.
Oh, wow, I'm horrible.
You slowed, you peek.
That guy's horrible.
I know you might be thinking like, yeah, they can't aim, like they're not winning their gunfights. But realistically, you have the advantage as Clash in this situation. You have cover, you can peek off it at your own discretion, and the other guy kind of has to pre-fire you before getting pre-fired while being completely exposed and being slowed by the Clash shield. So some of you guys are like, I saw this on one of my tweets, some of you guys are like, oh, but like the shield doesn't do damage, so it's actually a nerf. I kid you not, somebody actually said this. No, That is the most insane thing you have ever thought in your life. The fact it doesn't do damage is a very, very small, minuscule part of this rework. The main issues is the fact you can place the shield down, trick it, vault through windows instantly. You can vault through windows with a teammate behind you. Did this a few times as well in my trial matches. On the balcony, on the balcony, on the balcony, on the balcony. Get back in. Shoot the guy in the face. Counters pretty much every shield. It's very difficult to counter. You can ban Nomad thanks to the new ban system, and is absolutely nuts. Yeah, they're just hanging out. We're just hanging out here. I mean, they could be on the roof at this point. Like, you could waste a lot of time, but at any point, you can waste all these people's time outside. You don't even have to. We can think about this from an even more basic perspective. So, we don't even have to sit out here the whole time and kill them in spawn. We can just sit out here and make it so if they leave spawn, they die. And then once you've wasted enough time, you know, you just pick up your shield and go back inside. Because at that point, there's guys on the roof and they might be coming from the other spawn. But you've already wasted so much time of like half the team that it's effective on its own in terms of a time stall. More effective than basically any other operator.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Holy shit!
So what can Ubisoft actually do about this issue? How can we fix Clash before she goes live? I have a couple thoughts. I'd love to know your guys in the comments below as well, because this is just, now we're just theory crafting. Firstly, we can make it so she just can't place the shield down outside. That's a great place to start. If she's outside the building, she can't place the shield down. Sure, you can still hop out and have teammates follow you up, and you can play outside if you want. You know, ideally the attacker's coordinated enough to actually kill her outside. You EMP her, you air jab her, whatever. But the only option there is that she can switch to her gun, turn on the shock, or just leave. You can't place that shield down and play off it like a mirror. That is the most insane part about all of this. In terms of the actual shield tricking, which is another ridiculous thing, like that's something that just really needs to be removed, I think. What they could do is change the cooldown, so it takes either longer to pick up or it can still break until it is entirely done with the animation. So if you are in the process of picking up the shield while that Ash charge is going off, it will break, not the second you start the animation, because right now, as you saw on that Athena clip, while she starts picking up the shield, the Ash charge explodes. She's not even fully done the animation. And then once she's done the animation, the shield is still there. So if it breaks while she's mid-animation, that is one solution that could fix this. That way you have to be even more precise and more technical and almost pre-fire the animation in order to actually save the shield for yourself. You can't peek, kill the guy, and then go pick up the shield and it's still not broken. That is ridiculous. Another thing about the shield is it will stay on when you die if it's deployed and activated. Let's just get rid of that. That is just, I mean, it's niche, but it's also just bringing her power level up even more. Like, this is straight up the best defender in the game by a landslide the way she is at the moment. And if that makes it a live build, it's gonna be a rough season. Either that or it's gonna be permaban Clash every single round, every single time. Ubisoft, this message is for you. If you are watching, answer this question for me. What is the point of the test server? If we are going to test these changes, find the most broken mechanics in the entire game and the most stupid OP crap that you've ever brought into the game, maybe except for like OG Lion, and we're gonna test it and you're gonna not fix it. If this does not get fixed by the release of Siege X, if this doesn't get changed, I will be upset. It's frustrating because the test server kind of lowers the hype for the actual release of the game. If you're sitting there watching people play the game for weeks before it's actually released, you know, we had the event in Atlanta months ago, so Siege X has been hyped up, and now it's been played for weeks. If we're not actually fixing these testing changes and it's just going right into the game, what are we doing? What is the point? We're just killing hype for no reason. So please use the advantages of the test server, which is testing the changes, fixing the bugs, and fixing the operators that are way too strong before the game comes out. Because there's been a lot of times where these bugs are still in the game on the release after they've been played through in the test server. And there's bugs that have been in the game that are still in the game that are very, very well known by everyone. You know, cursor bug, for example, is a bug that's still in the game. Based on the way Clash is right now, my recommendation is if this does come out with Siege X on June 10th, where I am doing Copper to Champion in one stream, which will probably take about 30 hours. Come by the stream, come watch, it's gonna be epic. If this is the case, just ban Clash at the start of every single game because this operator is way too broken to be playing against unless you just want to get clapped by the other team. So there you have it, guys. We'll see you on the next one, and get hyped for Siege X because it's still great. Siege X is still great. All right, see you next one.